And we are back, man. Another thrilling edition of the Doin Alright here on this lovely Monday after another Cowboy whooping. Man, me and Bryan gonna talk about it, man. But y'all know how it go. We're getting ready for draft vibes, but we have obligations. We'll still talk about this Cowboy stuff for a little bit. But man, Bryan, I just wanted to run something by you, sir.
Sure.
We ain't got nobody. Cool. Damn, it say Doin Alright. It don't just say Crown. That's
yeah.
Because if it's a new show, it'll say Stack or something.
Yeah.
Or like Voch Lombardi live. By Crown.
What is it? It's the lounge, the Salt and Pepper Lounge.
That's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, damn. Man, Bryan, I kind of got into I don't want to say it was a fight or a shouting match or a kerfuffle or a disagreement on the socials this morning, Bryan.
At least you have socials.
That's fact. It might be better if I didn't. You might want
to get hacked.
Bryan, it's been a lot of hubbub the past couple of days about this whole Tyler Smith at left tackle thing.
Oh.
It's been a little hubbub.
You're not too happy with this, are you, right now?
Let me tell you something, Bryan. I don't mind Tyler Smith playing left tackle right now. I don't know how I feel about your head coach, offensive play caller coming out and saying it's going to be like that.
For the rest of the season? Yeah.
Even if Guyton is healthy.
Yeah.
But the hard part is me fighting the fights online.
Yeah.
For the people that...
Are people going after you about that? That it should be that Guyton was never any good and you were overselling him and all that? Because trust me, I'm dealing with that with Ravel right now, I think.
Here's my opinion. And you're not wrong about Ravel, and I'm not wrong about Guyton.
Yeah.
Here's what it is, right? If you have an all-pro left guard, and I've watched the film this morning.
Oh, yeah.
If you have an all-pro left guard and you move him to left tackle.
He doesn't look like an all-pro, does he?
He looks worse. He look like he don't play tackle.
Yeah.
What makes Tyler Smith special is that he's athletic and he's stronger than you.
Right.
So he'll win the block.
Right.
But he looks like a guard doing it. He's still blocking like a guard at left tackle, right?
Right.
Quick sets, quick hands. He's not really patient with the hands, really. Because on the inside, it happens quicker. So you got to have quicker hands.
Yeah,
you got to have quicker feet. It's more of a timing, patience, accurate thing on the outside, right?
Fair.
Tyler Smith performed his blocks. Sometimes you'll see him go out there, he'll pass set, quick set, but it look like he run blocking.
Yeah.
It look like he'll just drive somebody. That's because he's talented, right?
Right.
But he's not as good at left tackle as he is at left guard.
I agree with you 100%.
There's people on social media fighting me that not only you should keep him at left guard, at left tackle, pardon me. They say you should keep him at left tackle, and I don't even hate that. You're just trying to figure your team out.
Right.
But they're trying to argue with me that he looked fantastic yesterday at left tackle.
He didn't. He absolutely didn't.
That's where I think people are a little wrong, but whatever. Then they say, well, Voch, you should move Guyton back to his natural spot at right tackle. And, man, look, I ain't finna hate nobody for trying to figure the team out, make your team a little better. But I've seen people say things. I hate putting fingerprints on this new on this fantastic. What you say? What is
acrylic?
Acrylic?
Yeah.
I hate putting my fingerprints on.
It's okay. Oh man, you got some fingerprints though.
I hate doing. Bryan, I've seen 5 different people talk to me and say he was great at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
He was fantastic at Oklahoma. Why would you change? Yeah. Why would you change things that are working? He was fantastic at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Bryan, and I tweeted, you know what I'm saying? Because it's actually weird to say, like tweeting it out, it looked weird me saying it because prospects don't work in this way. Mm-hmm. But I was like, this sounds weird. But Guyton has been a better NFL left tackle than he was at college right tackle.
I totally agree with you.
Guyton got room to grow.
Yeah.
He's not incredible right now. He's not Tyron Smith.
He's played more reps at left tackle in the pros than he did in college.
He played 10 games at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
It wasn't no college football playoffs for them where you snuck 4 more games in.
Yeah.
He played 10 games at right tackle.
Yeah.
And he's played 2 years at left tackle.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to explain to people, you just can't say, oh, put him back at his college position. That's not.
Yeah.
Well, put BB back at the right guard or something. Put. You know what I'm saying? I think people are just fighting for the backup guy. I know people love to fight for the backup guy. They love to find a way to squeeze TJ Bass at guard, Hoffman at center. They love to try, well, let's put BB at right guard and put Booker back at left guard so that Hoffman can play. I think people overthinking this thing. I think what's going to eventually happen, we got to have a conversation about Nate, though.
Yeah.
Nate Thomas was active.
Yeah.
And he played PATs and one play of offense yesterday.
Yeah.
So we need to talk about Nate and why he was demoted in such a fashion.
Sure.
But give me your thoughts on what I've been saying, and then we'll talk about Nate.
I don't think you're wrong, though. I don't think you're wrong. And I think it wasn't that Smith was poor at left tackle. Your assessment of him and how he looked like a guy that's used to playing inside in a phone booth with not a lot of room, and his pass sets reflected that. His hand placement reflected that. His just natural kick your ass athletic ability saved him in several plays. There were some plays that Alan Eck and that crew could have called him for holding just because he
lost the rep to the outside.
Lost the rep, and now he's having to scramble and like a tug of the jersey, a hook. It could have been. They lost a touchdown because of a holding call, but it wasn't a clean game. And I, to be honest with you, Voch, I expected that when we found out pregame, when we're getting ready for the pregame show. I had somebody in the organization tell me they're like, "Hey, we're going to start Smith at left tackle," and immediately what I thought was, okay, this means that they thought Adeniji was awful in the game, and they probably Nate Thomas not healthy enough with the shoulder, even though he played. Yeah, even though he played. So I was thinking, okay, they're just trying to not get Dak killed in this game by putting him out there and then going with. But to me, if you told me that he could play 6, 7, 8 more games out there and get accustomed to playing left tackle again, yeah, absolutely. But man, he is a Pro Bowl guard, like an all-pro guard, the way he plays. And I'll tell you one thing, there's a side of me that's starting to believe that maybe Tyler Booker's your best offensive lineman on this team. I mean, just watching him play.
Shouts out to Matt Owen. Matt Owen hit my DMs this morning. He said, bro, Booker's way better than I thought he was.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
As a young dude not hitting the wall late in the season.
Yeah. And he missed some games early but there's a side of me watching how Booker's been playing the last several weeks. Mm-hmm. That might be your best offensive lineman right there. Yeah. And if you going forward. Now, to me, Jerry Jones, and this is the one thing that Jerry Jones, Voch, was always kind of pushing us in personnel. He believes in the front of the pocket. He believes in the depth of the pocket. He believes that, hey, you win games in the middle. And having Booker, having BB, having Tyler Smith in the middle, to me, is like winning football games. I'm disappointed myself, and I agreed with you about not playing Guyton these next games if he's healthy.
Yeah.
And maybe Guyton is not healthy enough. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're doing this because they know damn good and well that Guyton can't answer the bell the next 2 weeks.
You remember when Big Tyler had the tendonitis early in the season?
Yeah.
He was active, it was like the Jets game or something.
Right.
He was active just in case.
So break glass guy.
So I think how Shotty's kind of worded or whatever, right? He'll be the swing guy for the rest of the season. Maybe they're saying they don't want him to have 60 reps a game,
right?
70 reps a game because not only is he hurt, but he's like an injury on top of an injury on top of an injury,
right?
So just heal him for the rest of the way, and keep him from, because sometimes your ankle can be weak and you overcompensate and it hurts your knee or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So maybe they just thinking about Guyton for the future. I never heard what Shotty said in the way of, well, let's just retire Guyton or let's move Guyton to the other side.
Right.
I've never heard that. I would like for Guyton to get as many reps as he possibly can, but if the logic is keep him from compound hurting himself, then that makes sense. Then just let Big Tyler.
The decision, and you and I have had this discussion before. It was one of our shorts. Mm-hmm. was
Watch
about
the shorts, by the way.
Yeah, watch the shorts, please. One of the things that you and I talked about is Guyton's injury history starting to be a concern.
Yeah, that's fair.
And maybe this is their answer to, like, listen, we're going to give him a fresh start going into 2026 offseason.
Sure.
He made progress. I mean, you documented the progress for us at training camp. You have a relationship with him to go up and talk to him. And
He watches Voch Lombardi live, Brian.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But he understands, that there's people that are in his corner. The biggest concern for me about Guyton is the health. That's the part. Now, to get back on the Tyler Smith thing, I think to me, man, I'd love to see Guyton play if he's not healthy enough. This is where I think they're missing things on Nate Thomas then.
Right. So that was my
You know
big
what?
question.
I would say, okay, now if you want to move some guys around and check everybody out, put Nate Thomas at right tackle and bench Steele.
I think this has to do with your quarterback still playing.
No. If Joe Milton's in there, by all means, put Nate Thomas at right tackle. Turn this thing into a damn preseason game. Chargers were blocking with a preseason offensive line yesterday for them, and you didn't do anything with it. But make this a situation. You really want to you want to see Nate Thomas struggled against Arizona at right tackle. Yeah. Maybe with a couple of games that you could get a little bit better look at him. But right now, just moving Tyler Smith over to left tackle, I personally, like I say, Guyton, I'd love to see him continue to play because I think you're right about Guyton.
Yeah.
Because I was to the point with Guyton when they had all those offensive tackles, he was kind of near the bottom of all those draftable offensive tackles.
Sure.
In my book.
That's where he got drafted.
And that's where he got drafted.
Late one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Brian, you want to talk about I'm going to shock some people today. You want to talk about the offense or the defense first?
I think there's some things defensively you could probably get into.
I got one good thing and I got a whole bunch of bad. Where you want to start at? Let's do one good thing, get it out the way.
Go ahead and tell me the good thing you saw.
Did you get a chance to watch Perrion Winfrey yesterday?
Yeah, it came off the ball pretty good. You can notice him because he's wearing red gloves.
Hey, Brian, let me tell you something, man. I watched Perrion Winfrey and I was like, man, how the hell the Cowboys got 5 defensive tackles that can play?
Yeah.
Think about where the Cowboys were just last year.
Sure.
In terms of like defensive tackle play.
Oh, yeah.
I'm watching Perrion Winfrey just for context, right? I'm just watching him. He's a guy that's always been up the field athlete, not the greatest hands because he's just good enough to run down the middle of people and beat them. Gets kicked out of the league, go to the USFXL, still kind of run down the middle of people, right?
Yeah.
And he gets to camp, and me and you had this conversation, it's documented, and you're like, hey, man, he playing a little better than Osa today. Like, Perrion and Solomon are your best tackles at camp there.
Right.
And then they shelf him for the whole year.
Yeah.
And the whole year, we just like, man, Brian, I sure wish they'll just give Perrion a shot,
Right.
Quinnen was out with a neck, right?
The neck and then the concussion. The concussion part of it, I think, was okay. It was the neck part that was not good.
Quinnen was out. So we get some Perrion Winfrey. Winfrey played like 35 snaps or something.
Yeah.
Played like 30-something snaps. So we got a whole bunch of them. Brian, I tell you what, I saw some ball get off.
Yeah.
One time he was off late. I saw some ball get off. I saw some energy. The first play of the game, he run down the line of scrimmage and thumped the hell out the running back. I said, all right, Perrion. I was impressed to see his hand usage. Yeah. Because he's been run down the middle of you guy. Right. But I'm seeing hand usage. I'm seeing him separating. One time he just kind of long arm and run down the middle of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Now Justin Herbert got rid of the ball quickly. But there were times you could watch Perrion and go, all right, if Herbert just wasn't getting rid of the ball so fast, you could see that this could have been a pressure here. Sure. And he was versus Zion Johnson or whatever.
Right. Zion gave up a bunch of pressures.
Beating the hell out of 77, bro. Yeah. And I'm looking at Winfrey, and whether he was playing inside, I thought he dealt with combos really well. Right. Didn't get pushed all the way around. Sometimes he'll get washed because of his own athleticism. He didn't get pushed back a whole bunch, but he was good when he had to be powerful, and he was good when he had to be effort outside guy. Brian, First of all, tell me what you thought about Perrion. Am I right?
You're not wrong. Yeah.
How do you keep a guy like that moving forward? Toia's inactive, but he's a different guy. We talk about redundancies all the time, and we got a bunch of 3-tech dudes, man. You know, Kenny's like an upfield guy, Osa's like an upfield guy, Solomon's like an upfield guy. But damn, you just can't let Perrion walk, can you, Brian? Like,
no. I think to me, I think your assessment of him is right. I think the things that you saw in training camp to get off the ball. You mentioned about the one time I was like, oh, got him there.
Yeah.
But I think that he looked fresh, he looked ready to play. Yeah. He was active. What I was kind of encouraged by was some of the pressure that they were able to get. Dallas can't finish worth a damn.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah.
They can't finish worth a damn. I mean, you get in the pocket and get around the quarterbacks. And there was a couple of different times that they created pressures through with some games where it was slants. Yeah, where all of a sudden it's 3 down, 1 around, and it actually. On Herbert's long run, and I know we're here talking about Winfrey, but I'm just talking about how the defensive line, what they could do with guys that do have upfield ability and have the ability to move. And the thing on Herbert's long 34-yard run, they schemed that thing open, man.
They slanted it perfect.
Murray
runs free.
Murray has got to make the damn play. And it's been kind of all year long we've been saying this. Murray's got to make the damn play. Got to make the play. They schemed the damn thing perfectly to get a free rusher home, and they can't finish. And that's been the biggest issue. I was happy to see some of the things that they were doing, trying to scheme.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like you like to talk about, laugh, where you run Shamar James into the B gap and hope for the best, or run Logan Wilson into the A gap and hope for the best. Yeah. They at least tried to do some things. And I don't know if this is an Aaron White Cotton, hey, we've got to do something different. Yeah. Flus, and by the way, I felt like that maybe some of their substitution patterns were a little slow and reacting. And that's from just watching the game live, sitting and watching how they were on and off the field. Yeah. But I think I was happy about the way they were scheming things. I hate that they don't finish.
Right.
I think Winfrey could be a part of this because he has that kind of ability to play. If you put him on the move, you fire him into a gap, you make him be the looper. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can do with him as a player that we just, I think this team needs. But man, it's their inability to finish in the pocket is stressful to watch.
I'm not going to give Flus the worst time today. Mm-hmm. I think Flus was a little better this game than he was previous games. Your talent kind of let you down a little bit more this game. Now, Brian, don't get me wrong. We looked at this Chargers offense as a offense that should be – you could have been able to contain them.
Yeah.
You had a chance to be able to contain them if you take care of your business.
Right.
We're talking about a Chargers offense that got like the most sacks in the league.
Right. Or giving up the most.
Giving up the most sacks in the league. Justin has been sacked the most. 5th and 6th string tackle. Brian, I had a bit earlier in the year.
Yeah.
I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you could really take this practice squad tackle and the Cowboys won't get sacks on them.
Foster Sorrell.
Brian, we might have to bring that back, man, because and this is what I want to ask you. Is that a Flus thing? Is that a White Cotton thing? Or am I naive enough to be like the players or is it a player thing, right?
Man,
you got to be able to beat
the cop out. The cop out is to say it's an all thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Fowler and Williams and let's be honest too, there was some rushes that Donovan Ezeraku had against backup offensive tackle that didn't get home.
Sure.
You can't lose matchups to Austin Deckles or guys like that. You can't. That's a guy who's fighting to stay on the roster, and he's blocking you. I mean, we mentioned it earlier. Mekhi Becton. Mm-hmm. Mekhi Becton. If you watch the Chargers Eagles game, which like we did, you have 11 damn pressures. Yeah. You have none yesterday. You can't.
Sophie just
You can't do that. You can't have that happen. If you want to win these games, you've got to find a way to get pressure. And like I said, I was happy that he was trying to create some pressure with some of the scheme he was doing. But hell, if you don't finish in the pocket, you have no chance. But they've let so many offensive lines off the hook this year.
Yeah.
They have. They have let compromised after compromised after compromised offensive line off the hook. You can't do that.
Even your tackles, and those are the guys that you kind of leaning on the most.
Yeah.
Like you're leaning on Osa and Kenny and them. And look, Quentin wasn't available here, but that's still some dudes that you should be beating.
Kenny Clark, I mean, I thought he had a sack in the game, but they took it away. They said he was beyond that the quarterback was beyond the line. But how are you not just beating their ass up front? And a lot of it, I think, is and we're going to get into draft talk here in the next week or so. I don't know. You've got to look at defensive ends, or you've got to think about in free agency going out and getting one. And I'm not talking about bottom fishing, Fowler. You've got to go out and identify who one of the better ends are out there.
I can argue that you got to get one of the better guys and then like a cool good one. You know?
Yeah. No.
Like you need two because Donovan Ezraku by himself. Like Sam's not going to be here.
Sam's not. I mean, Fowler. You look at that situation. They just don't. The one guy that can rush, Houston can't stand his damn feet. Mm-hmm. Houston frees himself. He's in position and he takes off and he falls. You know what I mean? Or he's chasing. He beats a tackle. He's the one guy that looks like he can win. Everybody else is kind of fighting with guys at the line of scrimmage. And you talk about white cotton, and this is why I brought this up the other day. Listen, we're kicking flues a lot. Mm-hmm. We could kick the secondary coach, Overstreet. We could kick him some.
But the pass rushers is white cotton's group.
That's exactly right. Yeah. That's exactly right. And it took Quentin Williams, we know, is just a damn good football player.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hell, I think I could coach Quentin Williams how to rush the passer.
Of course you can.
But I'm just
right.
It's not. But to me, it's when has anybody else gotten better with this crew?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Pass rush has been, and you wonder why the secondary struggled so bad. I mean, they can't.
Pressure.
No pressure. No pressure at all.
Man, Bryan Broaddus, I see people talking about my offense, man.
Yeah.
Did you want to defend the Revel real fast? Just real fast going back to defense?
No. That's fine. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. And you know what? And like I said, I'll die on that hill.
Yeah.
I'll die on that hill because I feel like that kid. I feel like the kid's played 6 games. Mm-hmm. I think it's important to him, and I think that they'll get the brace situation taken care of next year where he doesn't have to wear it, and I think it'll help him with some of the mobility that he's probably struggling with right now.
Yeah.
But no, I'll die on that hill with that kid. Yeah. It's 6 games that he's played. I have, like I said, I will. I'm going to stay with that one.
You'll be right next year. The internet they want him to be great right now.
But that
ain't real.
It ain't real.
That
Yeah.
ain't real life.
Yeah.
Your offense is getting some criticism online, and I can understand.
17 points in the first half and nothing in the second.
Let me say this though. That Chargers defense is impressive.
Yeah.
Us going into the film, breaking it all down, Brian, I had a feeling that the Chargers defense was going to give you a hard day.
Yeah.
I didn't anticipate you would be able to come out and score 17 points that efficiently early.
Right.
Now, the Chargers every time you put a point up, the Chargers put one right back up, Brian.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are looking at the quarterback on this one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, fine. But you have a Flournoy touchdown taken back. You are down in the, you're down in range, and the CD false start, and then the big Tyler false start, right? Mm-hmm. It's like you got plays. You could have put more points on the board.
The 4th and 1 call.
The 4th and 1, to Lipke or whatever. Please, may I talk?
Go ahead.
I don't mind the handoff to Lipke, Brian.
Yeah.
I don't mind the handoff to Lipke. I saw a lot of people killing Shotty about that one. I've seen Lipke make plays like that. I've seen Lipke run folk over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to run behind Bass. one thing I always say is find 73. He was at left tackle, but
Yeah.
I think you would have been just fine finding 56 or 52 and running behind them.
Yeah.
So if I had any criticism,
Flip the formation.
do that offset strong, and put that offset on strong side and just run behind 52 and 56.
I tell you what, I give Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator, a lot of credit. He slanted. You have on the play, you have the offset eye, which you're right. Lipke's to Dak's left, but in the backfield is Turpin. So all of a sudden,
we never would have gave the ball to Turpin. They never. I ain't even noticed that. Turpin was the running back.
Turpin was the running back.
They never would have gave it to Turpin.
See, that's what I'm saying though. What Jesse Minter did as a defensive coordinator, he slanted the front to the Hunter Lipke side of the defense, or wherever or the offense.
Well, that's on shot at it.
And what happened is, and you're right. TJ Bass, our guy Caldwell, swims around him. It's like, I think that maybe Tyler Smith, who's playing left tackle, not sure where he needs to go, so he hesitates. So Caldwell swims. He's in the gap. He's in the gap right where the ball is being handed off. But you've got Turpin in the backfield as maybe the possible fake and flip, try and run to the edge.
Sure.
But they slanted the front to the Hunter Lipke side.
I would have rather put Williams in the game and just handed to Williams in.
Yeah.
If that's going to be the case. But,
Yeah.
But, besides those miscues, those penalties.
There's your offense a little bit, yeah.
Drive killers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you probably had an additional, 10 points that you could have put up?
Yeah.
Still wasn't going to be enough to handle the onslaught that the Chargers put on your Cowboys defense there. Talk about the Cowboys offense, Brian. They found a way to get Pickens and Lamb going.
Yeah.
Run game was fine. That first half really showed what this offense does. And it kind of died down a little bit when you make a handful of mistakes. So please talk to me about that.
Yeah. Let me be nerdy for you on a second here.
Hell yeah, man.
I'll be a little nerdy for you here. In this football game, I looked at it because I was just curious by quarters, because Dallas struggled in the second half with their offense, right? So in the first quarter, Jesse Minter played cover 3 in the order of how he played it.
Okay.
He played cover 3, cover 6, cover 2, cover 1. First quarter. Dallas had some pretty good success in the first quarter throwing the football.
3-6-2-1.
3-6-2-1.
That is a ton of contrast of safety play.
Okay.
Normally what happens with these coaches, just for the audience listening, is that if you're going to be in cover 2, you normally are in cover 4 and 6 because it's just a too high safety look.
Right.
And you can keep that look off of that. Or if you're in cover 1, you're going to play a lot of cover 3 or 5 or whatever because it's one safety.
Yeah.
So mixing them up like that.
He played 3-6-2-1.
Wish I had a coordinator like that.
In the second quarter, he played 4, 2, 1, and 3. Those were the coverage snaps he gave you. In the second half,
okay,
he played 6, 3, and 2 is what he played. In the fourth quarter, he played 2, 4, and 6.
They decided to take the D ball away.
Yeah. It's what they did. So when you look at overall and look at how many he rushed in the game, in the first quarter, he rushed 4, 5, and 3. 4 being the most. Then this is how many guys he sent.
Sure.
Second quarter, 4 and 5. Third quarter, 4 and 5. Fourth quarter, just 4. He never brought more than 5 in this game.
So he went from zone blitzing you.
Yeah.
Because when you zone blitz, you can't keep guys deep.
Right.
Because they're down.
Right.
Played some man, I would assume.
Yeah. Not as much. In the first quarter, he played zone coverage 76%. And Drew Brees on the broadcast, I heard, like, man, you got to get out of it. You got to get in some man coverage. Yeah. 76% zone in the first. 23% man in the first.
And I would assume after the Pickens deep ball, they said, all right, we got to take that away.
In the second quarter, he played 85% zone, 14% man. In the third quarter, he played 100% zone. In the fourth quarter, he played 100% zone.
But it was zone with safety help.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. All right, hey, shots
See,
out to him.
and you wonder,
He's constantly adapting.
Yeah, he's constantly the point I'm trying to make is this guy, when you were crushing him.
Yeah.
You were crushing him early in this game. In the first, he starts off in the first quarter. He starts off in the first quarter playing cover 3. Dak's killing that. He tries some 6. Dak's killing that. He tries some 2. Dak's killing that. And then he hits him with some cover 1. Okay, well, what does he do? Man, we're getting crushed. Well, I got to go to some 4, some 2, some 1 and 3. And then he's like, listen, second half adjustments, here we go. Yeah. We're going to play 6, and we're going to play 3 and 2. That's what he did not show them. He showed them cover 6 in the first quarter. Didn't run it at all in the second quarter.
Man.
And then back in the third and the fourth, when the game was kind of already decided. But that was the least that he ran in that game.
I'm jealous, Brian. I'm jealous, man.
Yeah.
I should have asked you to do Flus to just get his numbers, but I'm jealous.
Oh, there'll be another day. But see, people want to know, well, what happened? Mm-hmm. What happened? How all of a sudden can Diggs, how can then Pickens and Lamb and Flournoy getting hurt didn't help.
Yeah.
Didn't help because all of a sudden now you took that element out of the game there.
You think people are right to be sick and tired of Turpin playing offense? I see a lot of people sick and tired of Turpin playing offense. You think they?
You know what's funny about Turpin? He's lost his ability to. He's explosive, but you talk about balance problems. It's like he runs like there was a couple of times the reverse that he ran, good play, but they had another one where they brought him in motion, kind of a jet sweep situation. He's on the outside, it's a one-on-one. He falls. He can't keep his balance anymore like he used to.
Why do you think he trips over his own feet?
I have no idea. It's kind of like he's a 5'9" guy, 5'8" guy that's got size 15 shoes on.
Yeah.
He can't. He's struggling staying on his feet. By the way, too, just to give you an idea of how. Just go back if I can circle.
Please.
One thing, Mentor in this game, who's the defensive coordinator, played base 7 snaps, nickel 35 snaps. He played dime 14 snaps in this game. Mm-hmm. So the more it went down, the more that the more the game wore on. He said, "Okay, fine, you're going to throw the ball. I'm going to probably play my dime guys a little bit more."
Yeah,
but they were big. We talked about that going in.
Yeah, with Derwin James.
Yeah, they were big on that. They were big.
Brian, just another one. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine.
I'll tell you what, though, if you want to talk about a Dallas positive on offense,
please.
Running the football.
They ran well.
I love what they're able to do with the pulling and the trapping. Now, Ferguson on the edge, that's not anything to write home about because that's usually a cut block or a miss or something. But if you look overall with the traps and the pulls and the things like that, I think BB, Booker, your guy Booker is just really, really good at doing that stuff. And then Bass, but like you said, the 4th and 1 play should have probably, I thought of maybe, even though that Smith and Bass were having some good reps running the ball, give Mentor some credit for slanting. When you put Turpin as the back, the back, you're telling.
I'll never even believe you on 4th and short. I'll never believe you.
Yeah.
I'll never believe you.
Yeah.
Man, Brian, we're gonna come in here and do something. You want to watch film? Or you want to do questions? Because
I'm gonna fire some questions at you tomorrow.
Let's do some.
I'm gonna fire some questions. I think these conversations about having film. I think Cowboy Nation is tired of hearing my film. Yeah, we'll go for it on the in the draft stuff that we're going to do here.
Yeah. So we'll start to have some conversations.
Yeah.
we'll get here and film some stuff.
Even though the film is great stuff. I love the film stuff.
Yeah, but nobody cares about.
I mean, everybody's like, why do you want to show me that?
Yeah.
We talked about what happened.
Nobody cares. So yeah, we're gonna come here tomorrow and ask questions. And
I will. I'll get some good ones. I know you'll have some good ones as well.
Appreciate. Hey. Wrapping up the show. My bad, y'all.
What are you coughing? What's up?
Nah, man, I just choked on, you know what I mean, whatever. But yeah, appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Hey, by the way, don't let those guys on Guyton bother you, man.
I got energy, man.
Don't let the Guyton guys bother you. Those people are haters now on you.
I thought I retired from fighting on the internet. I got more energy. Now,
there's a lot of things you say that I've helped you with in your life since you kind of growing up watching me do this.
Sure.
Don't take that one. Don't take the one where I fight people on the internet. Don't do that one.
But you still fight people on the internet.
Well, when I don't have my account hacked.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep fighting y'all till they hack me.
You will keep fighting. There's no doubt you're gonna keep fighting.
Hey, I appreciate y'all tapping in with us on the Doin Alright podcast here. We're gonna start changing the format a little bit.
Yeah.
We're not gonna tell you exactly what it is. Just keep your eyes open. You'll be ready for it. And we love y'all to pieces. Go to crownglobmedia.com. You'll find our merch, the links to our merch. Get you a little tumbler or something, a little quarter zip or something like that. We're holding it down. You find the links to the socials. Don't click on Bryan's yet.
Yeah.
And you find all of our work up there. So we appreciate y'all for supporting. Watch the shorts because the shorts are different than the regular content. So tap in there. That's Bryan Broaddus. I'm VOCHLOMBARDI. We'll catch y'all next time. Crown.